All right, so welcome to this case study. This is a very short video that I wanted to share with you how during the middle of this craziness and pandemic, all that stuff, we have helped one of our many clients make over $21,000 in literally less than 1 week. Okay, so we're going to show you exactly what happened and how we were able to do it even with a very, very small following that he had. In fact, it is so small. Actually, I have his one of his Facebook group right here, literally 425 members. Okay, 425 members, and he was able to make $21,000 in less than 7 days. So, for those that are wondering whether this works, if you have a big following or a small following, this works no matter what, no matter the industry, because like I'm about to show you right now, they actually did it in one of the most competitive niches there is out there, which is e-commerce Shopify, right? And they were able to do it with a very small following, without a website, without any technical skills and stuff like that, by simply following our GSA process, which I'm going to explain to you in our awesome whiteboard, right? The GSA process, what we've called that, okay? This is a very simple four-step process. I'm going to show you exactly which of these four things are so you can go out there and start implementing it for yourself and in your business, okay? So first of all, I want to share some proof and results just in case you don't know who I am. My name is Josue Pena. I'm verified both on Facebook and on Instagram, and we have made a couple, $1 million on Instagram, which is pretty cool. We've spoken on stage and all that good stuff. But most importantly, our systems and stuff that we do not only work for, let's say, the e-commerce Shopify stuff, no matter the niche, but also no matter the language. So I'm going to show you some proof and results, right? In this case, for example, John right here, as you can see, secured $19,000. That was profit secured, collected in the bank. His sales were actually $35,000 after you account for payment plans. Okay, and this was done. I actually did a live stream where it showed this exact thing, and they were done $12,000 in about 3 to 4 days at that time. Obviously, in this case, they've done over $21,000 collected in the last 7 days. And you can see right here, this is not a screenshot. This is the actual post on Facebook. This is the video testimonial where he posted it. And this was done on April 21st during this crazy times with coronavirus and pandemic and stuff like that. Okay, so but let me just share some more stuff, right? This one right here, right? Rafael Mayor, over $21,000 in the first week and over $11,000 collected. Okay, so what happens after 30 days? Well, check this out. 30 days into the program and close $42,000 and $34,000 collected. Okay, this is profit, right? Now, what happens after 60 days? Well, 60 days into the program, $133,915 in sales and collected $118,000, right? This is insane. And he sold, obviously, a $27,000 sale. Now, this is insane if you ask me, because you're able to sell a very high ticket offer very, very fast in a very short amount of time. And it doesn't matter if you have a big following or a small following. Obviously, in Rafael's case, he had a bigger following than John's, but still, you're able to see how crazy results this is. And this is, by the way, without running paid traffic, which we're going to get into a bit afterwards. But the most important thing is that you have these four things in place. Okay. So after, like, now that you saw some of the results and some of the case studies, that this thing actually works and you know that we're credible and that we actually know what we're doing, I want to show what the actual four-step process is, okay? The first one is what we call the offer, right? What do you actually sell? What do you sell it for? What's the price point? How do you package whatever it is that you sell, the product or service, right? Or if you're selling for somebody else or you want to become a closer, right? How do you actually do that? And this is something extremely important because if you don't have this stuff in place, you won't be able to succeed. This four-step process is like a domino effect, okay? If you don't have number one, two won't fall into place, three will not fall into place, and number four will not either. Okay, so you need to be able to do it in order. So number one is the actual offer. Okay, so how do we structure? How do we package it? How do we present it sexy so that people actually want to buy it for high ticket, right? So that people actually want to buy it for the price point that we're selling it. And this obviously involves like fitness coaches. Doesn't matter if you're B2C or B2B. It works the same way. Okay, part two or step number two is the marketing. Okay, so how do you actually promote it? Okay, how do you go out there and with 425 people on a Facebook group, go out there and make $21,000? Okay, how do you actually do that? Right? How do you do $21,000 in profit collected in 7 days with a group with 425 people? How do you in the world you do that? Well, it's very simple. It's a very simple marketing strategy that surrounds the offer that we just talked about. And it's very simple, the messaging, okay? We need to present the offer in a way that people want it and that attracts leads to us instead of us having to go to them. Okay. Now, step number three, after we have done step one and two correctly, is the actual sale. So, how do you sell? What do you say to the person? How do you position yourself? What do you say to the person on the phone, like to get their credit card information and get the money right then and there? Okay. What do you do with your handle objections, which the most common ones, you know them, like, oh, I got to talk to my partner. Oh, I got to think about it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. How do you handle these things? And obviously, when you have a small following, right, when you're not an influencer, this can become challenging because you're like, hey, like, I don't have this big following that looks up to me. Like, how do you actually position myself as an expert that people are going to trust with $3, $5, $10,000 a pop? How do I do that? That's what the sale is for. Step number three. And finally, step number four is the systems. Okay, we're going to put SI, right? Systems basically that around allows you to run these first three things on auto every single day, consistently over and over and over and over and over again. So how do you are you able to attract leads, do the marketing, collect sales on auto basically without you having to hustle all the time, right? The reason why this one is number four, because think of this as a bucket, right? As a bucket, and you're pouring water into the bucket. But let's say the bucket has a bunch of holes, right? There's a bunch of holes in your business right now that are not you're not capitalizing on. Okay, whether you have a following or not, like there's a bunch of buckets right now that you're not being able to fill in. Like the bucket's not filling in. So what do you need to do first? Well, you need to first shut down or cover all the little holes, the holes on the bucket before you put more water in. Okay, so that's basically what the first three steps are. You're basically making sure your foundation is set up correctly before you go out there and scale up with the system. But mind you, this guy right here, first 30 days, he was still plugging the holes, $42,000, right? 60 days in, still plugging the holes and 118,000. So think of how awesome it is where you're able to do the groundwork, the foundation, which for most people is quote unquote boring, but you're still being able to make that money. Okay. So, anyways, if this is something that interests you, we will be happy to see if we are a good fit to help you and work together. All you got to do is message me back or click the link down below in the description or comment, anything below. It's going to take you over to an application where basically we're going to see if we can actually help you, right? You're going to fill out a short questionnaire. And then from there, we're jumping on a call to see if we can actually help you, okay? Because at the end of the day, if we cannot help you, we are not going to work together. So we like working with people that are cool, that are coachable, that we can know we can deliver amazing results, like the people that I just showed you. And like these, we have hundreds of success stories and case studies. Like I'm not going to bore you to death with them, but I'm just going to show you some of them. For example, Hansel right here. He lives in Vegas. He likes to party a little bit too much, you know. But in the first 5 days while joining, he made $3,000 profit with a very small following, by the way, on Instagram. And he said it himself. He did not give it his all because I lost motivation, but I forced myself to take action either way. But I have momentum now. Thanks, boss. And even like that, he closed $17,000 in just 30 days. Now check this other one, right? Dave, he's a bartender working 10 hours a day during weekends, dealing with a bunch of drunk, crazy people, right? With honestly a very exhausting job. He's never sold anything in his life, but yet we got him closing $3,400 deals back to back to back. Because again, the process is very simple and it doesn't matter if you have a big following or small following. But let me just show you also another one right here. Yes, right? Before actually implementing this sales process, she was doubting she could sell anything, right? Now she's closing $9,000 sales and she's making multiple $3,000 to $4,000 sales every single week. As you can see right there, she just texted me. Christian, another one, right? Selling $5,000 per month package, right? From simply organic lead generation. Take this other one right here, Jimmy, $3,000 per month retainer from literally a 5-minute post. Or for example, Jonathan Rivera right here, who made $1.2 million from a small following on Instagram in the first half of this year alone. Or JR, who blew past the $10,000 per month in a single month for his service-based agency. It went from $2,500 to $10,000 in just 1 month. Okay, 1 month it took him. Or for example, another one right here, Aiden Cordero, who made $15,000 only 15 days later after starting and investing 5 hours. Or Wendy right here, who made $5,000 deals per month retainers by simply, without having any following, by the way, and in just 60 days after learning this. Or Jess right here again, who did $36,000 in sales, possibly actually she did a lot more than that, possibly $45,000 in the first 30 days. By the 60 days, she had done over, I think it was $60,000 or $70,000, which is absolutely insane. Or Jose Garcia right here, who again, small following, got demotivated, didn't implement everything, but still made $10,000 profit when before he had only was able to sell $1,200. Okay, $1,200, which is insane. Okay, or again, another one right here in the e-commerce space, right? In the e-commerce, he sells rings, custom high-end rings, and now he's able to sell 8 to 10 a week at 500 a pop. And before, it was only one every 2 weeks. Okay. Or for example, Jonathan Montoya. And this one is very special to me because he's an engineer like I am by degree. And when we started working together, he actually had a 9 to 5 job, like a normal job as an engineer. And he was telling me like, bro, like I want to leave. I don't know what to do. I'm struggling. I want to like do this thing, pursue like my actual passion, like build a business online and sell high tickets. Like I don't want to do selling like freaking $47 little ebook or whatever because you don't make any money. Like I want to be able to sustain my family, right? So I want you to hear from him directly without me having to say anything.
I just joined a little less than a month ago, and the main goal was to literally like boost my business to the next level. I already had like a small following on YouTube and on Facebook, but I wanted to take my business to the next level, whether it's like the high six figures and the 7-figure mark, and that was the goal getting into this mastermind. So here's the cool thing. So my main goal is to leave my job and to go full time into, affiliate marketing, or creating my YouTube channel, my personal brand. And they literally, like, within the first week of joining, I was able to make $15,000.
So yeah, you heard it directly from him. $15,000 in less than 1 week. It was actually 5 days. Again, with a very small following, and he actually even had a job while trying to do this. So, yeah, it's super awesome to me because actually this happened a few months ago, and now he quit his job actually. We met at a conference where we received another to come up award for making over $1 million, and we met there. It was super awesome, and to be able to see that he left his job and he was able to pursue this thing full time and sell high ticket even with a small following, which is in my opinion something super super awesome. So again, if you would like our help to implement this GSA process, okay, just click the link down below. And it's going to take you to a simple application. You're just basically going to fill it up, and then we'll jump on a call to see if we're a good fit to work together. At the end of the day, we're here to help you. And obviously, you got to be serious. You got to be invested into a business. This is not for tire kickers and stuff like that. But if you are committed to this and you want to sell high ticket, you want to grow your following, you want to become a personal brand, right? And this works for coaches, experts, fitness coaches, personal brands, agency owners, service providers, professional service-based providers like lawyers and stuff like that. This works amazingly for you. Okay, so again, click the link down below, fill out a short questionnaire where basically we just gather some information about your business. What do you do? Then we'll jump on a call and see how we can help you. And if we can't, then we just obviously refer somebody who can. But if we can help you, we'll offer to work together. And that's kind of like the idea. Our goal is to help and serve you and just absolutely dominate and make a ton of money and make a very big impact in the process. And of course, this works even while this crazy madness is going on with the pandemic and Corona and all that stuff, as you saw right there, the numbers. And this you can't fake this. Okay, this is not a screenshot. This is literally the Facebook post. Okay, $21,000 collected in 7 days during this crazy pandemic, which is absolutely awesome. So if you want the same thing and you want to attract high quality clients during this time right here that businesses are struggling, again, click the link, fill out the questionnaire, and we'll jump on a call to see if it's a good fit to work with us and to work together. Okay, look forward to seeing your application and to talking to you.